Hello and welcome back to the channel. Camping is absolutely rubbish. You get 2 hours sleep in a tent and you need a wee. Oh, and by the way as well, apparently camping kills drones. It's rubbish. Don't do it. Do you think this is peaceful?
Apart from snoring, it's alright.
You like being with nature?
There's a bear. We've got a bear next door.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now of course, after a luxury night of camping and enjoying it so much, I want to apologise in advance because unfortunately someone put some power cables above my head, so the drone's no more, so it's an expensive trip. But I'm still excited because today is the 2023 Patron Meet Ride Out. So we're going to head down to McDonald's. We're all going to gather there and then we're going to hit the road and we're going to head through Wales and do some absolutely cinematic, cool, awesome stuff. Minus the drone. Let's hit the road. Well, all these awesome people are here for a ride, so shall we take them on a ride? Of course I've got to look super sexy. But I've done because I've had a shower and put my extra sweaty, extra soaky uppy sweaty deodorant on, so if anyone comes near me I smell lovely. Now that was the cable yesterday that my drone hit. I can't believe I've not got a drone. I can't believe it. Anyway, it was a nice night. I slept really well in the tent. I loved every single second, and I will highly recommend it. 100% recommend camping if you've not got a lot of money and homeless, and it's the only place you can stay. Other than that, I still go back to definitely get a hotel. I've got to set the tent up again tonight. You literally do. And I'm not slagging it off at all anyway, because I absolutely love camping. You spend at least an hour putting your tent up. By the way, you're sweating by the end of it, dripping. And then if you decide you want to eat, then you have to cook your dinner. Then afterwards you have to wash it up. And at that point, by the time you've had a couple of glasses of wine, it's literally time for bed. And then you go to bed at a reasonable time like I did last night at 2 in the morning after drinking a bottle of wine. And I kid you not, at about 4:30 or 5 in the morning, it's so light in your tent and you're so desperate for a wee, it's beaming through. And then you've got like a 2-mile walk to go for your pee. So by the time you get back, everyone else is already up, so you can't go back to bed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is camping. And people don't get why I just go to a hotel. You have an ensuite, you can go for a wee within 2 seconds to get back into bed, close the door, and it's still dark, and you can sleep. It's just simple. Anyway, I'm not moaning. I am excited. I'm looking forward to us all being together. Now we're going down to the McDonald's, like I said, at 9 o'clock. There's 2 more people, I believe, joining us this morning. And there might be more, but as far as I know, there's Kyle, who stayed in a hotel, who's the guy that's the owner of Chapter 1 Diner, what does the Helmet Head breakfast. So he'll be there, and also Neil, who wrote the most awesome piece on me when I did the UK trip. Really, you know, really nice piece that even my mum rang me and said how proud she was of me, and I didn't write it. So Neil's going to be there as well, so that'll be all together. I should count how many people are here, and then the ride officially starts. So let's get to McDonald's. Let's get a McDonald's breakfast, because why again camping you have to cook your own and then wash it up? I mean, that's wrong. And let's hit the road with everybody together.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride.
Well, after eating a really healthy breakfast, of course, at the Golden Arches, obviously Carl and Neil's now joined us, so that puts the Patron Meet today to 16 people and 15 bikes. It's proper cool, isn't it? I'm starting to wake up a little bit on my 2 hours of sleep like a homeless person. So I'm my brain's functioning. People keep like having jokes with me, but I can't process the jokes. I keep going, what? I sound more and more like a plonker. So we've got the route sorted out. What Mike's done, Hornet CB 2000 Gallivanting, has put up links on Patreon. That means you can click on it and it takes us through stages. So the idea of it is if any of us gets lost, they can follow the GPS, and then they've also got the next stage. And at each end of each stage, I think we're stopping for about half an hour, which gives people time. So it should all work today, but I can still guarantee we're going to go off in different ways, different places, aren't we, as it goes on. So Neil's over there that you would have seen from around the UK trip and the reveal, and also Carl, my brother from another mother, is around. We've already had a man hug. So we're literally, everyone's going to go and get fuel now, and then they're coming back here, and then we're going to hit the road. So it's already complicated, but we're going to have a laugh of the day. I would send up the drone, but I broke it. Ladies and gentlemen, it started properly. The actual official 2023 Helmet Head patron subscriber meet has started, and we are off. And how amazing is that, seeing so many people come to ride alongside me through Wales? It's proper cool. Now what I've actually done, I filmed everyone pulling off and I was like, I'll catch you up, I don't know where I'm going. So I've got to catch them up, so bear with me. Alright. Right, let's see if I can get all the names right, and I'm probably going to miss someone out now and get myself in trouble. We've got Rachel's boyfriend's partner that I can't remember his name, so I'll get myself in trouble. Paul, everybody knows Paul. We've got Steve on the Vespa. We've got who else have we got? What can I see? We've got Steve Bolter. We've got obviously Neil. We've got Julian, we've got TJ Lane, all shady. We've got the Sidekick, we've got Joe, the Works channel, we've got Mike's partner. Yeah, there's quite a lot of us. This is proper cool. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what a nice feeling. All together. All 11 out of 10 people living the dream. Very cool. Now my trousers are falling down because I'm so skinny. I should have done my belt up another notch. I just stood up and I felt my bum being shown to the car behind. Oh, typical 11 out of 10. And then just before we set off, I thought I'd lost my key, just to add to it. And then the Sidekick thought it'd be really funny to put in his pocket, basically go to get on his bike and just watch me staring around looking for my key, while everyone's waiting for me. And I thought, he's nicked, isn't he? Someone's nicked it. And I pretty much guarantee that it's yeah, I can pretty much guarantee he did that on purpose, because he's an absolute, begins with a bell and has an end to it. Right, let's enjoy some roads. We're in Gloucester. This is how bad I am. I've literally just downloaded stage 1 of this because I'm not organising it. I've put stage 1 is the route, because we've been given it in stages by Mike, so I've put stage 1 in the sat nav and I think I'm in Gloucester. All I know is we're going into Wales. He's pre-warned me that on part of this adventure we're going to do a thing called the Helter Skelter, and he said it's probably the most dangerous part of the entire trip, so that should be interesting by itself. Oh, Ducati with white socks. He's got trainers with white socks on. He's a Ducati plonker. Right, I think we're hitting the main roads now. Let's get to some nice twisters and we'll check back in. I will say one thing though, really quickly, absolutely gutted about my drone, and I don't think I can afford to replace it. I will, we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's crack on. Well, we've just stopped. We're not gone massively far. We're just chilling out next to a pub with non-alcoholic beer. But Carl, I've not seen you for ages. Now, you're looking slim, And I heard that there's a secret to looking slim, and it's called Slimming World.
Yep.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, it is. It's killing me working in the diner and not being able to eat anything, but
it's working.
It's working, yeah.
Yeah. How much have you lost?
Almost 3 stone now, I think.
Does that not mean now you need to eat to put some weight back on?
Well, the problem is like I need to like get another t-shirt now because. Yeah.
Oh, didn't you say the other one was quite tight fitting, so it'll fit you better now?
It actually does fit now.
That's why you've done it, because you didn't want to buy another one, so you'd fit the one that you bought.
Yeah, so I'm putting off buying the World Tour t-shirt until I can actually,
get, so you can go for what, small?
Yeah.
And how many helmet head breakfasts have you now sold?
We've had a couple of people come in.
We'll add the number, make it sound better.
Yes. Yeah, done dozens and
thousands.
Yeah, probably coming on.
Everyone orders them.
Yeah.
So if you want breakfast, you can go to Chapter 1 and have one and ask for the helmet head breakfast. And you say you had a couple of people come, but you've just changed your bike as well. You've got the Rebel 1100.
Yeah, the 1100.
Yeah. With the DCT, the same as on my bike. Yeah. Who wants gears now? Do you know what I mean?
You can't change gear quick enough, can you?
No. Well, it's just that. It's just twist and chill out and go. And you hear the clonk. Yeah. What still freaks me out because I feel like something's broken in my bike because I didn't do it. But it's just changing gear. It just works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. Once it warms up, when it's cold, you get that clunky bit.
Yes.
But once it warms up, it's smooth and like third, fourth, fifth, sixth. You don't even know it's changing gear sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, the higher gears you don't know it's doing. It's just for me. I hear the first and second more than anything else. But yeah, it's cool, isn't it? So you stayed in a hotel last night.
Yep.
You didn't invite me. What's really bad because I had to sleep in a tent and it was awful. I had 2 hours sleep. But tonight you're sleeping in a tent.
Yep.
And I'm having your hotel room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Mike. I'm going to get you to explain what we're doing next, so I don't hash it up. What is the next part of this patron meet that you've organised all the routes?
This next little bit of a route's what the locals know as the Helter Skelter. Very, very set tight of corners going down the side of the forest, basically.
Do you get like when you go on the roller coasters and you get like the bars go over your lap or a belt? Do we get that?
Well, your bike's already got bars. If you want to wrap them around you, you can.
And you were saying about it, the trucks come down, don't they? And they go cut over the line. You've literally just been in a big circle around and having a man hug. And it was like you were saying that. Yeah, stick to the left.
This next section, the trucks will come over into our lane because it is such tight corners that they cannot make it.
They can't make it.
Trucks coming up there, it gets quite tight. So
could we send someone up to block the road off?
No, I think they'd get flattened by the trucks trying to power up the hill.
Okay. We won't do that then. No. Right, well, we'll go on the road. How many of us is there? 15?
There's 15 bikes and 16 of us in total.
So if there's 16 of us, we'll see how many's left at the end of the Helter Skelter.
Well, hopefully every 16 people would still be there, but we shall see.
We'll find out. Well, you heard it. We are going to go and do the Helter Skelter coaster ride. Welsh Fablatronic. Don't know. Call these people. It's cool, isn't it? We are, let's go and check out what this is like. I don't think it's very far away. I think it's a short section of craziness. Generally, I don't want anyone to get hit, by the way, by a truck. I was generally joking when I said that, obviously. Just for anybody that's concerned. Joe's there looking sexy. Now, there generally is a very, very special feeling. I know I've already said it, but it is a really special feeling to think that we're all together. And I'm trying my best not to just get the camera out continuously and put it in people's faces, because I generally want them to enjoy it. But we'll chat to a few more people as we go. I need to speak to Neil. That's really important as well. I haven't spoken to him yet, but you'll all remember Neil because he's awesome and wrote that massive piece on me. So he's just an awesome dude, and he loves me because I'm amazing. Right, the Helter Skelter. How far away is that, do you reckon? Let's find out. Oh, this is it. This must be, I'm guessing, the Helter Skelter, because we are now heading down. Look at that. Oh, to be fair, I can see why Mike's turned around and said to us, keep over to the left side, because trucks and things will take it. You can really see why he said that, because your instinct right now is to literally gun it. gun it down here as fast as you possibly can. Going up would be even better. Proper knee down jobby. So yeah, I can see why. I can generally see why you said that. This is the most twisty bit of the route as well. I think it's pretty much kind of nice mainish scenic roads. From what I understand, this is the twisty bit. Oh, it's so hard not to full throttle it and just give it the beans.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself. And I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms. You sing la 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 la.
Almost, if I had a drone, I could have it behind me following me through this tunnel. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, we won't talk about the drone. I'm sure I haven't mentioned it at all in any way whatsoever that I don't have a drone anymore. At all. Not once. Not at all.
Top box lid is unlocked, open.
Oh, it's not, is it? Alright. I'll pull over in a minute. Cheers, dude. Can you lock it? That's why it's coming undone. Cheers, mate. Well, we've just arrived in a place that I cannot name, and we've also found something very interesting. So I found a very, very Welsh person who knows all the history to explain exactly where we are.
So here we are at the very famous Abergavenny Stone Circle, where apparently in medieval times the circus came to town with their band of dwarfs, which shocked the local people, and the local witches came down and immediately turned all of the dwarfs into these stones, which stand here till today in memory of the circus dwarfs of Abergavenny.
Is that true?
No.
Didn't make it up at all?
Not at all.
Can we just say it's 100% proven guaranteed?
100% proven guaranteed that that is a true story.
So everyone believes it. Can
Even
you do
though this particular dwarf is well over 6 foot tall, as I've just noticed.
It's many
Probably not
dwarfs.
the best stone to do by.
Can you put on a Welsh accent so they believe you're Welsh as well?
No. I really can't do that.
Well, there we go. There's our history. Thank you very much.
Your pleasure.
So we have just stopped here for a quick drink, and I've just had a cheeky little Red Bull. We have had a little bit of problem with one of the bikes, but we've got our expert local man travelling the world person fixing it as we speak. So a little bit of a flat tyre, but other than that, we should be good to be on the road again in a second. It doesn't do this on my adventures.
I didn't know it would be on your adventure.
Next time I get a flat though.
It's one of the few. If I'm on the fan.
I've got all the kit, I just got no idea what I'm doing.
You think I do?
Well, the tyre is fixed, the air is in it, Paul sorted it out, everybody's ready, I'm not. So we're going to now jump back on the road and do the next part. I think there's about just over an hour left of riding with one more stop before the end. We're having a great day, it's really cool, everyone's hanging out, everyone's 11 out of 10, it's a giggle, so let's get back on the road.
Feeling in my bones, I can feel it in my veins. Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds of change. You live and you learn, and I hope I've seen enough to make something right and make up for what I've lost. I was down, but things are looking up. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my bit of good. Settled in the world like everything is new. Stepped on a path that led me straight to you. I was down, but things are looking up. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should.
So we've just stopped for our little lunch break. Now apparently that dude up there is the last king of Wales, and basically he went to England, they did something really naughty and there's no more king. Now I can't sort of mention any more than that because I'd get in trouble for going too far about history and things like this, but basically the last king of Wales, he had a castle, he's no longer got it, they've put a statue of him without a face. That's a bit weird. But yeah, there you go, factual information, now you know. Let's move on. Well, we are setting off from our lunch break next to the king, and I've just been told, it proves how much I look forward, and we've just been told that we're going to be heading, I believe now, to the coast where we can touch the sea. So that's quite cool, touching a bit of the old Welsh sea. I'm hoping that the tide is it in when it's closer? I'm hoping it's closer so I don't have far to walk, and I'm pretty hot and sweaty. Because we just literally stood there in 28 degrees heat, sweating my bum off, while the sidekick went in and had a full English breakfast inside a cafe in 28 degrees heat. It's just very, 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 very wrong. Anyway, after that rudeness from him, we're going to move on and we're going to get some miles under our belt again, get to our next location. But we're all still together, we're all having a good laugh, so let's go touch some sea. Don't want to hit your bike. Oh, I'm hot. I'm naturally hot though. Yeah. That's the thing. Well, we've just arrived at the sea, the Welsh Sea. I have no idea where we are again, so I'm going to call it Pontypanty, and we're going to go hopefully and check it out. If it's very far away, I'll just be showing you from a distance. My bum hurts now from all those. That gel seat's quite hard. Anyway, let's go and see the sea.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom.
Well, we've gone and touched the sand. We didn't make it to the actual sea itself because it is miles away and it is roasting hot. But I've touched the Welsh sand. We've done that. There's only us three that have come down. So we're going to make our way back to bikes and we're going to go and set up the peasants' tent again, grab a couple of beers and chill out. But what a day. It's been quite exciting, quite chilled out, nice, quick, open road. And of course it's Wales. Right, Neil. Yes. I was going to say to introduce yourself. Now someone else has fired up their bike. Anyway, introduce yourself again, just in case nobody's seen you on the previous ones.
I am Neil McKinnon. I'm from Weston-super-Mare, where the gorgeous Lee Ashworth also lives, and been watching the channel for, I don't know, a little while now. Since you were doing the charity rides.
Yeah.
Is when I think I picked up on you. So this was a great opportunity, Patreon ride. to come and ride in Wales and meet up some of the other patrons.
You've been clever, really, haven't you? That's the biggest thing. You're not camping. You're not like a peasant.
Not camping.
You're like, I'm not doing
not
that.
Like a peasant. Going home to my own bed.
I know. Wish I
which
could.
Would be lovely and comfy, and a pillow and a duvet.
Don't say that.
And a cup of tea when I want it.
It takes me like an hour to set the tent up. And then it takes an hour in the morning to put it away. It's just wrong. The other thing is that it's true, isn't it? You're going to write my sort of autobiology.
I absolutely.
Thing.
You're
going to ghostwrite
it. I'm going to ghostwrite it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we're going to sort that out. That we'll meet in a 5-star hotel somewhere, and
Sounds like
because
a good
you're
plan.
a lord, you'll be buying me a caviar lunch.
Oh, I
and
don't
stuff like
pay.
that.
Don't worry.
Oh, that's fine.
We'll just go and stay free.
And then you can talk absolute drivel, and I'll turn it into cents.
Yeah,
And
basically.
we'll do that.
Yeah, and we can sell it, and we'll make loads of money, be rich,
Absolutely.
and
we'll be proper lords. You can have your castle in Portugal, and I'll find one up. I'll find some scrubby old place in Scotland to buy. I'm sure.
Half price.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
I appreciate it,
It's been
and
lovely.
obviously I'll see you again soon.
Oh yes, you will.
Cool,
I'm
thank
sure.
you. Well, this is the final part of the patron ride. We're now off to the campsite. Apparently it's like 8 miles away or something. It's not massively far, so it won't take massively long. It's so hot. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Everyone says Wales, it just rains. Let me tell you, when a lord comes to Wales, you get beautiful sunshine. It is like the Bahamas. It is roasting. But we're going to get back. I'll pick a peasant to put up my tent. We'll get that done. I'll pick a peasant to go and get me some beer, and then I'll send the sidekick to go and get me a Chinese. And we're going to have a chilled out evening with everybody. It's a shame to see Neil going home, but it does make sense. He's like an hour and a half away and he's had enough of camping. I don't blame him at all. So we'll be from 16 of us down to 15 of us to chill out tonight. I don't know, maybe light a fire, tell ghost stories, and then I'll probably be scared. Right, let's get the last 8 miles done and dusted. Well, last night when we arrived at the campsite, we were told that there was a once-a-year entertainment rugby club party thing going on. What that meant was there was music playing until 11 PM, and apparently at 11 PM it closes. What actually happened was there was kids entertainment on until, I don't know, about 8-9 o'clock at night, and then after that they started karaoke. So we had to sit there and basically listen to 3 to 4 hours of really bad singing really loudly. Then it got to 11 o'clock and then they kept saying we're going to have such and such up next, and it's the last one, and then they'd have someone else up, and then someone else had to come up to beat that person, and it went on and on, and it was horrendous. None of us could go to sleep, so all had to wait until it finished. It must have been about 11:15 of, cackling, awful singing. But we went to bed and had a good night's sleep. So unfortunately, because of copyright and music, I was unable to film last night. But hey, we all had a good time. We all enjoyed a few beers. We had a pizza. It was all good. So all we've got to do now is go and grab some breakfast. Our final thing before we head off our own separate ways and the patron meet comes to an end. But it's been great, innit? And Mike, bless him, what a legend for sorting all this out and getting it all done. Not just that, but Neil, that also isn't a peasant, went home and slept in a 4-poster luxury bed last night. He's another awesome dude that's written a nice article and stuff on me as well. He's awesome. Anyway, he's offered to plan next year's patron meet, and he said something about wild camping plus hunting deer and doing our own food. That could be interesting. So next year's patron meet looks like it's already sorted. Yeah, cool. Right, we're literally all over there. There's our bikes. We're virtually packed up, other than Paul, because Paul's having his 50th coffee, and then we're going to head to the cafe, get some food. I love all these dudes, they're so cool. It's been awesome, isn't it? Well, we are all off for this little final ride to the cafe. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that, and we will be there. Then of course we'll all separate our ways. Joe's already had to shoot off home. He's actually taken my drone with him, what will be interesting, because he's going to have a go at fixing it for me like a true legend. So hopefully he'll do a little video about trying to do it, because I've proper futarded it and the gimbal's basically hanging out. So hopefully he'll make a video, and hopefully I can actually meet up with him in person, and we'll if he fixes it, that is. If he doesn't, he can just post it. So hopefully there's something on that as well coming up. But anyway, we're all off to this cafe, a little ride, eat a bit of grub, give everyone a proper 11 out of 10 man hug, and then we and the sidekick are going to start heading home. But it's been good. I slept better last night as well. I feel a bit better. So let's just end the patron meet properly with a little bit of grub and a bit of man huggage. Well, we've pulled in for our breakfast. We've all enjoyed. Basically, I had a very tiny breakfast because I'm super skinny, and everyone had a super large breakfast. But it's time for us all to depart ways. We've had a ginormous group man hug, but of course, all these awesome people have come all this way. So we should end it in true helmet head style. So let's get that done. Touching me, touching you. Ha-ha! Well, I was going to end the video just there with the ha-ha, but I just need to say a few things. First of all, a massive thank you to Mike and Neon for putting so much time and effort into this patron meet. At the end of the trip, he thanked me for the opportunity to be able to do the patron meet. But the reality of it is, dude, you literally whacked and battered the ball out of the park. It was an absolutely awesome trip, and I thank you so much for that time and effort, right from doing the stickers to all the planning to doing the routes and keeping the group all together. Dude, you're absolutely awesome. And the funny thing of it is, he's been supporting me literally since year dot, and he's still today wearing the same t-shirt that he bought, was one of my first ever ones. He had a massive crash in it and he still wears it. You can't literally can see a little out sort of thing of helmet head on it, and he's gone and bought another one. And dude's just awesome. I think he's absolutely fantastic. So thank you to Mike and Neon for sorting it out. And then I just want to turn around and say, overall, all the patrons coming, thank you. It was so humbling. It was so nice to spend time with what I like to call 11 out of 10 fun outlook on life people, because that's what we've created with the patron group. We've created people that get it. It's about the fun adventure. Just wing it, have a giggle, and take in every single second. And one of the humbling things about that was we were all sat there, because to me it was literally felt like I'd just gone to a really cool bikers meet, and we were all sat there at night and people were talking about like what they love about the videos, that, like, you know, as in like the content, what they love about it, and also the things that it's inspired them to do. And I sort of overheard this going, that's this channel. This channel's created this amazing community, and they're all awesome and they get it. It was really one of those moments you sit there going like, this is what we've managed to achieve. And this is what I want for the Patreon channel, the patrons, you know, for it to grow more and more and more, and we can have more and more people that get it, want to support the channel, but they want to be part of this 11 out of 10 sort of club. So it's really cool. We've already got 2024, it's already starting to be organised. Neil offered at the end to host the next patron meet. So in 2024, trust me, Neil, it's going to be next level what he's already getting planned. It's going to be really cool. And it'll be, I'm sure, a little bit more at market knowing Neil as well. So I expect big grand 4-poster beds in a field, probably in the middle of nowhere. Maybe. And then I want to move on to, obviously, we've got people with YouTube channels that are there that are supporting me. They've got their own channels, they put their own amount of hard work, time and effort in to make their channels into something special, and they've come along to support me. Now obviously TJ, he is an unbelievable laugh. We sat sort of there and he was making me literally pee my pants with laughter. We had some karaoke sort of singing going on from this sort of rugby club thing that was going on at the campsite at night, hence why I couldn't film it. And he was on a peace phone, he was saying some of the most randomest but most funniest things ever. The guy literally, whatever comes out of his mouth makes you absolutely chuckle. So it is well worth going over to his channel that's obviously called Life in the Shady Lane. Go and check that out on YouTube. Do us a big favour and subscribe, because he will have you in fits of laughter, and hopefully I'll get to do some more stuff with him in the future. And then I want to move on to obviously Joe, the Works channel. Now Joe's been supporting me for absolutely ages. He came on the whole kind of big charity trip of doing the 4 corners of the UK, raising so much money, and he bought a bike and he built it, and this has put me in loads of other ways, well, including he bought the Bonneville off of me and made it into an awesome scrambler that's all on his channel. And I'd love to see him get bigger and bigger and bigger, because he puts a lot of time and effort in. So please pop over there as well, take a look at his channel and subscribe. It's called the Works channel. But the thing that sort of was really next level for me was I'd obviously broken my drone, and I'm trying to hide how like upset I am. But in regards to, I can't really afford to buy another one because I'm having to buy basically 2 lots of kit and fund the world trip and try and do everything I'm trying to do, and I'm going like, it's okay, I'll just get another one in a few months time. I'm not desperate for it at the minute, but I bought that drone for this trip. I wanted to get the epic drone like shots, the footage in, and then I've literally only ever used that drone twice. It was its second flight and I smashed it into some pylons. Everyone said to me, watch out for the pylons, and I just flew the drone straight into it. Like, yeah, I'm a trained stunt drone pilot, it'll be fine. And then bang and bang and smash, it literally went whoo, and smashed on the floor, and the gimbal was hanging out like this. It is knackered. Anyway, right towards the end, Joe sort of said, oh, I'll have a look at it, and then he was like, I reckon I can fix it. So he literally was like, give it to me, I'll take it away. I was like, there's no pressure, there's no pressure. He goes, I reckon I can fix it. And he's already messaged me and said, I reckon I can do it. Now, he said about fixing it and posting it back, and he keeps offering to help, do loads of stuff to help me out because he's just an awesome dude. But he is a real awesome engineer. It's just, you watch his channel, you'll get what I'm saying. So he's talked about posting it back to me like when he fixes it. But my kind of thing, what I'd love to do, and obviously if Joe's up for this, is let's meet and let's make it epic. Let's return the drone, because could you imagine the Helmet Head channel without that 11 out of 10 cinematic, risk it for a biscuit drone shots? And the thing is, if I meet Joe as well and he's fixed it and I crash it again because I do risk it for a biscuit, he can fix it there and then, it'll all be fine. So please go and check out his channel, he's an awesome dude. But seriously, I really want the whole thing about the Patreon club, the exclusive Helmet Head Patreon club. I'd love to see it grow even more and more and more, because I love the point how many people support this channel and how awesome it is. And almost the Patreon side of things is also, I know you guys support me on a financial basis, I know that, but it's also a way that I can give back. The Patreon meets, getting to see the videos first, and creating this community of awesome people is just really special. Anyway, I need to go and clean this Africa Twin now, because it's literally covered in Welsh rainwater. That doesn't sound Welsh, does it? Anyway, I'll see you on the next bonkers Helmet Head episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. Bye bye for now.